In case you don't know, our mission here at Sorted is to get people into the kitchen talking about
and cooking
great food.
Because of this, the guys at Tesco have asked us to take some everyday ingredients and use them to create 3 incredible dishes.
This week, we're looking at
minced beef.
Today we're using it to cook up 3 of our favourite burger recipes.
So what are we waiting for?
I'm making a beef and mushroom burger.
And I'm making a French-inspired burger.
But first, I'll be making a Chinese 5-spice burger.
For this burger, we're going to take a handful of Chinese-inspired flavours and put them into our minced beef, shape them into patties, fry them off, and then we'll serve them in a sesame bun.
Wicked. Right,
Okay, so to start with, we're going to need some spring onions and some ginger, plus fresh coriander, all finely chopped. With all the chopping out of the way, we can add it all to our minced beef, along with a teaspoon of Chinese 5-spice.
Now for me, Chinese and burgers, they don't really go together.
But the flavours do. So all these flavours work perfectly with beef in a stir fry. So why not take that inspiration and put it into a burger, slap it in between a sesame bun, job done.
So could you do this with other spice blends? You know, you could take a curry powder or like a Moroccan type spice blend and make that into a burger as well.
That is a good question.
Minced beef is just a basic thing, and beyond that, add whatever flavours you want and try and match the bun and the accompaniment to the same flavours that you've been inspired by. Once you've got all the flavours fully combined, best thing to do is put it into the fridge with some cling film for a couple of hours and let the flavours mingle, and then you can shape them into 2 awesome burgers, which we're going to do straight off. Packed it right in, you haven't got any egg in this mixture to bind it, the meat will do that, but make sure it's well compressed. Obviously these are great if cooked on a barbecue, but today we're going to cook them in a frying pan with a shot of oil, and they need 2 or 3 minutes on either side to cook all the way through, which is the perfect opportunity for us to steam some pak choy.
You cannot beat a sesame bun.
So we've got some chilli sauce on the bottom, the sesame bun, and then the garnish here, the pak choy which we've been steaming. Just grab some soy sauce and just toss it in a little bit of soy, tiny little drizzle, and you've got a beautiful fresh crunch, inspired by the same flavours that are in the burger.
Wicked flavour combo.
Plus it looks good.
And it looks great.
Doesn't look bad, does it?
And depending on how hot you like it, an extra bit of chilli sauce.
And that is our Chinese 5-spice burger.
Sorted.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Jimmy, j'habite dans la maison, et let's make a burger.
A French-inspired burger because it comes from steak tartare. We're going to put all those familiar flavours from steak tartare into our burger and then cook it into a bap. Okay? Fantastic. So we've got cornichon, capers, shallot and parsley all need chopping up nice and fine.
Do you mean gherkins when you say cornichon?
Cornichon? They're little small ones, aren't they?
Yes.
Cornichon. Chop away. And guess what? All we need to do is mix it up with all of our ingredients. So we've got our minced beef, your capers, cornichon, white
gherkins,
parsley and shallot, and a generous pinch of salt and pepper. And the final ingredient, a dollop of Dijon mustard.
Now, if you're recognising any of these flavour combinations, there's probably a good reason for that. If you've been to France, you might have had steak tartare.
Yep.
This is what they use for steak tartare.
Except we're cooking ours, because steak tartare is all those same flavours, but often served in a little ring with maybe even an egg on top, completely raw, some nice brioche toasts, and that's how you eat it. It's well seasoned, it's got all of those flavours in it, but it is raw, and that's often puts people off. So we're doing the same flavours, same combination, but cooking it and serving it in a brioche bun. At this point, shape it into burgers, and like any burger, it cooks nice on a barbecue.
Oh yes.
You can fry them, or today we're going to grill them, so we've got a grill pan over there.
Yep.
The burgers then go under a hot grill, and they'll need to cook for about 2 or 3 minutes on either side, which is perfect time for us to poach an egg, because steak tartare would normally be served with an egg, but that's raw, and most people don't like that, so we're going to poach ours instead.
Now for the second best bit of this burger. The first best bit is obviously eating it. Constructing it. We've got a brioche bun, it's slightly sweetened, then we've got a bit of mayo, bit of tomato, the burger, and then to top it off, the poached egg.
And the perfect poached egg means it kind of self-sauces.
Oh, this is the best bit. You're going to pop that? He's going to do it.
Yeah, he's going to pop it.
Oh! That looks good.
And there you have it. That is our French-inspired burger.
Sorted.
Now for the one you've really been waiting for, king of the burgers, beef and mushroom.
What we're going to do is take the same 250 grams of minced beef as the other 2, except this time we're going to add in a mushroom duxelle. So take 2 field mushrooms, peel them and either chop or blitz them up until they're as fine as you can.
Can we talk about mushroom duxelle, please?
We can. What would you like to talk about? What is it?
Yeah.
It's basically a mushroom pate, or it has the consistency of a mushroom pate. Often used in something like a beef Wellington. You know, have the fillet of beef wrapped up in pancakes. It's a mushroom duxelle you'll put in there, and that's where an intense mushroomy flavour comes from. But at the moment, it's quite wet. So add it to a pan to fry off. It gets rid of all of that water.
Just ground up mushrooms cooked.
Yes, with other flavourings like seasoning, salt,
Who
pepper.
ground them up?
I don't know.
Fry them off. And when, let's call this a duxelle.
Duxelle.
The duxelle. Oh, it's the French.
Français.
That explains it, answers the question.
Once all the liquid has gone from the mushrooms and it's a much drier mix, add in salt and pepper, all of your garlic and thyme, and a little splash of Worcestershire sauce. There we go, smell that? Pretty good, right? It's like the power flavour that's going to go into our minced beef. So bring it over a
Power
bowl.
flavour.
Yeah, you know, where it's just intense mushroom,
Power
salt,
flavour. Have you
pepper,
heard of
garlic.
power flavour?
I like the sound of a power flavour.
Power flavour.
Okay, into the bowl with minced beef and all of those flavours, and then you can mix it together.
Here's a fact. There is no better combination than mushroom and burger.
I think it's the awesome umami savouriness. It's that
Umami
kind of-
is a flavour region on your tongue, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a flavour enhancer almost. It makes everything else around it taste savoury and awesome.
It's a super geek.
Okay, now look at that. So different from our other burger mixtures, yet it started the same way. Split it into two, and we'll divide them up.
Are they called a patty because you pat them?
Yeah.
Is that true? Is that just one of those, yes, Mike, shut up so I can move on?
Once you've shaped your burgers, and these ones we want quite flat and quite thin so they fill the entire burger back that we've got, into a hot pan, and they'll need a couple of minutes on either side. And the thing with burgers, it's all about what you put around them that makes the dish.
Yes, which is why we are going with a wholemeal bat, tomato, lettuce, but Mike's chefy tip, put the tomato on top of the mayonnaise, so the juices from the tomato run into the mayonnaise and it tastes amazing.
And talking of juicy, the best thing about a mushroom duxelle is all of that juicy kind of mushroomness goes into the beef, keeps it really succulent as it cooks.
Juicy.
So that can go on there.
So I guess that is our juicy beef and mushroom burger.
Sorted.
Well, 3 burgers, 4 of us. How's this going to work?
I've got a knife.
This is the king of all burgers, I'll have you know. The best combination ever.
Excuse me, I think you'll find the French burger is better. I think Ben's got to have the one with the sriracha in it.
Lots of chili sauce. We went super amounts of chili sauce,
Yeah.
but do you know what?
This will be good.
Ginger and coriander, it's all worth it.
Burgers are so often too dry. That's nice, that is.
These are delicious.
Ben said it was juicy about 17 times.
Mushroom duxelle.
Well, these are our 3 favourite burger recipes. We'd love to know which one of these 3 is yours. Or, if you wouldn't have chosen any of these at all, what would you have done with the burger?
Plus, make sure you're subscribed to Sorted Food so that you don't miss out on next week's recipe.
Go on, do it now. I dare you.